Hello students, now today we are going to start the next subtopic of your RC couple amplifier. In my previous video you have seen the RC couple amplifier circuit diagram, circuit description, as well as you have gone through the operation of RC couple amplifier. So what is amplifier? We have said amplifier is nothing but a circuit which will give the strength of the weak input to the weak input signal. Okay, then we went for RC couple amplifier. Why we are calling it as RC couple amplifier means here in the circuit resistor is the load, capacitor is a coupling element. Means from resistor we are calculating the output load resistance. Okay, output we are calculating from the load resistance, and capacitor is nothing but a coupling element which will couple the first stage with the second stage of the amplifier. Okay, now then we went for circuit diagram. In circuit diagram we have drawn the circuit diagram of RC couple amplifier. In that diagram we have drawn two stages, first stage and the second stage. It is combined with the capacitor C. First stage is combined with the capacitor C. Okay, then next we went for our circuit description. In circuit description we said that here in circuit description we said that resistor R1, R2, RE is nothing but stabilization and biasing network, whereas capacitor C, input capacitor C1 is nothing but the input capacitor which will which isolates the DC from the AC output. Then we went for this C capacitor. C is nothing but emitter bypass capacitor which is connected across RE. Whenever this is connected across RE, so that it should be high value because it should pass high frequencies. Okay, then we went for coupling capacitor which will couple the first stage with the second stage of the RC couple amplifier. Okay, now next we have to go for this the coupling capacitor is also known as what? Like blocking capacitor, because it will block DC and it will pass only ACs. Okay, next we went for circuit operation. In circuit operation we said that when the AC input is applied to the base of the transistor, base terminal of the transistor, what is happening? It will amplify in the collector circuit. After amplification it will pass to the next stage where it will be more further amplified and reappears across the load resistance RL. Okay, by this we have learned about RC couple amplifier, circuit diagram, description and operation. Okay, now today we are going to start the subtopic of RC couple amplifier. Now today we are going to start the subtopic of next subtopic of RC couple amplifier, that is nothing but frequency response curve. See what I said you, amplifier means what you should calculate? Gain. Okay, and input will be in which form? Frequency. So that we will be confirming how this RC couple amplifier is reacting to the input frequency. That we will confirm by our waveform. Okay, so that waveform is nothing but what? That waveform is known as frequency response curve. So by seeing the frequency response curve we will come to know that how this RC couple amplifier is responding to the operation. Okay, now so for that purpose we have to draw the waveform of RC couple amplifier. Okay, see RC couple amplifier means what you will write? First you will write introduction, then you will draw circuit diagram, then you will do what? You will give circuit description. After circuit description then you will go for circuit operation. Okay, then after circuit operation is over you have to explain about your frequency response curve. Okay, that frequency response curve. Now today we are going to start frequency response curve. Okay, what I said you here in how to know, how we will come to know that RC couple amplifier is responding very good means by the frequency response curve. We will come to know how it is reacting. Okay, how it is reacting to the input frequency when you are changing. See, here in RC couple amplifier, input will be in the form of frequency, output will be in the form of gain. Means like we will calculate totally in the form of gain. Okay, how much gain. So input mostly on the particular input, what will be your output, we will calculate now. Okay, so now I will be drawing the frequency response curve. It is very simple. Okay, here voltage gain, here you should write voltage gain. Okay, see, voltage gain, then here you should write frequency. Frequency is divided into three forms. Then you should draw the curve. Okay, you have to draw the curve. This, like this you should draw. Okay, this is low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. Okay, this is your curve. Low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. So low frequency will be less than 50 Hz. High frequency will be more than 20 kilohertz. And mid frequency range will be how much? It will be from 50 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Okay. So now your curve, frequency response curve. Okay. Now in this frequency response curve, first you have to tell the definition of frequency response curve. So how you will define? The curve representing the variation of gain with frequency is known as frequency response curve. Okay, the curve representing the variation of gain, okay, with frequency, means input is in the form of frequency and here it is getting voltage gain. Okay, the curve representing the variation of the variation of gain with the frequency is known as frequency response curve. So definition you remember, the curve representing the variation of frequency, okay, variation of gain with frequency is known as frequency response curve. You can see the curve here. Curve, low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. Okay. So how you will write the definition of frequency response curve? The curve representing the variation of gain with frequency is known as frequency response curve. Okay. Now this frequency response curve, okay, this frequency response curve is divided into three forms: low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. Okay, it is divided into how many forms? Three forms. That is low frequency, okay, mid frequency, low frequency, mid frequency and high frequency. Low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. Okay. Now low frequency range is how much? 0 to 50 Hz. Okay, low frequency range is how much? 0 to 50 hertz. Mid frequency range is how much? 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, mid frequency range is how much? 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And high frequency range is how much? Which is above 20 kilohertz. Okay, high frequency range is which is above 20 kilohertz. Okay, so now what we have studied in frequency response curve? Frequency response curve means the curve representing the variation of gain with frequency is known as frequency response curve. This frequency response curve is divided into three forms. Okay, three types. One is low frequency, second one is high mid frequency, and the third one is high frequency. Okay, first we are dealing like low frequency. Low frequency range will be of 0 to 50 hertz. Mid frequency range will be from 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, then high frequency range is from above 20 kilohertz. Okay, high frequency range will be above 20 kilohertz. Now we have to go in explanation detail, okay, about these frequencies. Now what is now? Next we should deal with first explanation. Okay, so first we are going for low frequencies. Okay, in low frequency what is happening? Why the gain is decreasing? Okay, in low frequency why the gain is decreasing? Because of what component? And in mid frequency what is happening? In high frequency what is happening? Now we will see. Okay. Okay, now we will see one by one. Low frequency. Okay, in low frequency the gain will decrease, it will fall down. Okay, due to two things, due to coupling capacitor C and because of emitter bypass capacitor CE. Okay, in low frequency range is how much? Less than 50 hertz. Okay, so what is happening? The gain will reduce, gain is decreasing. Why this gain is decreasing? Because of two things in the circuit. One thing is nothing but because of coupling capacitor C and because of emitter bypass capacitor C. Okay, so what is the range of low frequency? Low frequency range is less than 50 hertz. Okay, so since its range is less than 50 hertz, what is happening? The gain will decrease. Why the gain is decreasing? Because of two components in the circuit. One is coupling capacitor C and the other one is emitter bypass capacitor CE. Okay, and the other one is emitter bypass capacitor CE. So this is the problem of low frequency. Okay, now for high frequency, mid frequency, what is happening? Mid frequency is little bit big. You listen carefully. See, in mid frequency it is constant. How this is constant? We should come to know. Okay, how it is getting constant, that we should confirm, that we should know. Okay, then only we will get the confirmation. Okay, how this gain is getting constant, you should get. Okay, now in mid frequency, see here, as the frequency increases, reactance of coupling capacitor decreases. Okay, which increases the gain. Okay, which increases the gain, but it simultaneously decreases the gain. Okay, decreases the gain, increases the gain. Okay, in mid frequency, as the reactance of the coupling capacitor decreases, which tends to increase the gain, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage. Okay, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage, which decreases the gain. Increase, decrease, gain will cancel each other and gain will remain constant. Okay, increase, decrease, both will cancel each other and the output, that means gain, will remain constant. So in low frequency, what is happening? As the frequency increases, that means it is going on increasing from 50 Hertz. Okay, as the frequency increases, going on increases from 50 Hertz, what is happening? Reactance of coupling capacitor decreases. Okay, which try to increase the gain, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage. Okay, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage, which decreases the gain. Increase, decrease, the output will remain constant. That means like this statement. Okay, increase and decrease, output will remain constant. So in mid frequency, what we have studied? In mid frequency, we have studied as the frequency increases, that means from 50 Hertz, it is going on increasing. What is happening? Reactance of coupling capacitor will decrease, but it increases the gain. As the gain is increasing, it will also increase the loading of the first stage, which will decrease the gain. So increase, decrease, what is happening? At mid frequency, gain will remain constant. Okay, at mid frequency, gain will remain constant. Okay, now in low frequency, what is happening? Gain is decreasing, that means falling down. This falling down as the frequencies are getting decreased. What is happening? Gain is falling down, that means decreasing. Why? Because of two elements in the circuit, because of coupling capacitor C and because of emitter bypass capacitor C. Now at mid frequency also same thing is happening, but output is, gain is remaining constant. So what is happening at mid frequency? As the frequency increases, reactance of the coupling capacitor decreases, which increases the gain, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage, which decreases the gain. These two factors cancel each other and hence the approximation gain will remain constant. So by this we will confirm that at mid frequencies, that is the range from 50 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, gain is remaining constant because it is getting increased suddenly, and because it is getting increased suddenly as well as it is decreased suddenly. So increase, decrease, what is happening? Gain is remaining constant. Okay, now next we should go what is happening to this in high frequency range. Okay, now in high frequency the gain will fall down because of the shunt capacitor at the output. Shunt like this. Okay, when we are not connecting any thing to the coupling capacitor, we are not connecting second stage to the coupling capacitor. Okay, so it will be like connected alone. Then last one will be what? Shunted means what? like emitter bypass capacitor only, which is shunted. So at the high frequency the gain will decrease, that means falls down. Why? Because of the shunt capacitor which is connected at the output. Okay, shunt means what? Parallel capacitor connected at the output. So at a high frequency, what is happening? At high frequency, what is happening? The gain will decrease, okay, because of the shunt capacitor which is connected across the output. So by this we have finished up with our shunt means what? Parallel. Okay, by this we have finished up with our frequency response curve. Okay, so what is this frequency response curve? The curve representing the variation of the gain with frequency is known as frequency response curve. Then it is divided into two forms. One is low frequency, mid frequency, high frequency. Low frequency. At low frequency, the gain of the frequency will reduce. Why? Because of the two components in the circuit. One is coupling capacitor C and one is emitter bypass capacitor C. Then we went for mid frequency. In mid frequency range, the reactance, as the frequency increases, the reactance of the coupling capacitor will also decrease. Okay, since it is decreasing, what is happening? It will increase the gain, but it simultaneously increases the loading of the first stage, which decreases the gain. These two factors cancel each other because gain is increasing, gain is decreasing, and gain will remain constant. That means output will remain constant. This is at low frequency. Now high frequency. At high frequency, reactance of the why this high frequency will fall down, waveform is like coming down, decreasing means because of the shunt capacitor which is connected across the output. So by this, what we have learned, when an RC couple amplifier, they will ask, you have to write down this big answer. It is one chapter. You have to write introduction, circuit diagram, circuit description, operation, then frequency response curve. He will ask you, explain about the RC couple amplifier with its frequency response curve. So till here you have to write, if he will ask like this. Now next we will be going for the derivation of frequency response curve, how it is reacting for low frequency, high frequency and mid frequency. That is also a subtopic of RC couple amplifier. This is big topic, but you have to cooperate with me. Okay, so by this next class I will be teaching you the derivation of RC couple amplifier in frequency ranges.